Hi everybody, it is me, Bonkai922. Before I get into this Parasyte episode review, to Oni Mihawk, yeah, come on, man. You know, he's saying, "Oh, you're late on this Bonkai." I'm like, come on, man. I'm a busy guy. Shut the fuck up, man. Come on, what's up, man? I'm a busy guy. Got a job and everything else. But yeah, forget to just mention that. Anyway, Parasyte. Unlike some animes doing filler. Parasyte episode, I believe this was episode 6. Yeah. Wow. What, just like... Now, there's probably going to be like one more episode, and then after that, everything else that they show, new to me. Don't know what happens. Completely in the dark, like the anime only watchers. Because I only read to a certain part, and that's kind of this part that they're going into. But this was like this episode really, and I would come out with a joke, but I don't really want to. It was a real heartbreaker because you get the gist. Because Migi in this episode fixed his heart and everything. What I find very intriguing about this episode, which I already read this in the manga, but it really illustrates it very painfully. Also, the OST were, oh my god, were just off the chain. Just like completely freaking amazing in this episode. But what I was going to say there, this episode really illustrates what has happened to both Migi and Shinichi. Because now you can definitely concur that Shinichi has gone to the point where it's that line. The line of being human and non-human. Because now he has like certain abilities, like basically in this episode you see him jumping over that seawall. It's pretty impressive shit. But he jumps off that seawall. Also when he gets up from getting stabbed by his mother, which was fucked up beyond belief, you notice he doesn't need glasses anymore. So there are certain things that happened that made him change. Now, and we also get the explanation from Migi that he has the weakness that Shinichi has. But overall, I really enjoyed this episode. Like I said, everything was illustrated great. They did cut one thing out, but it wasn't major. Unlike some people who take out footage out of shows. But I think Madhouse is doing a great job here. And at some point, now the next week's episode is going to be obviously this other thing we find out of, this other guy, you should say, that you find out about. But from this episode, the thing it really illustrates to you is Shinichi. Because as he's leaving, that girl's there, and like she asks him if he's going to come back, and he says, "I'll come back," you know. And he's now vowed that he's going to kill the thing that killed his mother. That looks like his mother. So, there's that as well. But this episode really illustrated that really nicely. Also, there's the thing with Shinichi's father. How, he's like hiding. He's not telling Shinichi the truth now. Because they think he's crazy. But overall, great episode. It was great. I liked it. 4.5 out of 5. Now, as we go further in with this anime, obviously, at some point, I'm not going to know what happens in each episode. Because eventually, it's going to go past the part that I read. And I read up to this part coming up for next week's episode. I think, like, rather episode 7 or 8 or 9. One of those. I think it's going to be rather episode 8 or 9. Those will be new to me, give or take. But I really enjoyed it. I like the connection they're making here. The OSTs were fucking phenomenal. What I love about this anime, Madhouse, give yourselves a round of applause. I love what you're doing with the previews. That music is so fucking eerie. It's amazing. And the opening is amazing, and the closing is amazing. It's just an all-around great job by Madhouse. Once again, like, they rarely come out with stinkers. I mean, like, the only stinker I can think of is... That's probably the only anime that I've seen from them that was shit. That's probably the only one. I mean, Hunter x Hunter was great. You have, I think they did High School to Dead. They're doing this. They do a really good job when it comes to animes, especially animes like this. Shows like Parasyte and Hunter x Hunter. They do a phenomenal job. They really do. They know exactly what to do. No filler. No skipped arcs. You know, they don't do it. They just show the gore to a certain extent and blood and everything, the violence, and they keep it as accurate as humanly possible, which is a good thing. And as far as the show itself is concerned, I'm really digging Shinichi right now. This is becoming more. I don't know if you want to say he's becoming more like them, like the other Parasytes, but he's definitely gone to that point where you consider him now to be superhuman, and also you consider the fact that the further he goes in, the further along he travels down this road, the more less human you could say he will be. Because I know someone commented on my last review saying, oh, will he you think he will abandon his humanity? It's possible. I mean, let's be honest here. His mother died and was taken over by a monster. So it wouldn't really surprise me if down the road of when they adapt the rest of it, that we find out that Shinichi is more of a monster. But we'll see. I don't know at the moment, but I really also like to say I dig the heart scene. I mean, the best part, I was better than the manga, but it was really good to see it animated, was when Migi was going in there into the kitchen and he got like sugar and water and he fed it to Shinichi. So, but this anime is doing a great job. And I love the OSTs. The music's fantastic. I'm going to get that music. I'm going to get the opening. I'm going to get the... I want to get the fucking music in the preview. That music is fantastic. It is so great. And also the closing song, I guess. But great episode. 4.5 out of 5. We'll see what happens next week. I pretty much know what happens next week to a certain extent. The preview, you see like this guy with some kind of funny mouth. You find out his story next week. But yeah, that's pretty much the story. Bankai 922. Gotta feel for Shinichi. He has a broken heart. Yes. You're only gonna get that. You're not gonna get any more heart jokes from me. No more. That's it. That's it. Take it or leave it. I'll see you guys later. Peace.